was that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. All right, a chance to check out stats for LaMelo Ball.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. All out there with Kobe White. And for the Magic, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Carter in at the 5. So the Hornets win the tip. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. And it's Wagner missing. White against Bane. And White kicks the ball. Nailed from three-point land.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Outside, Bane. Carter finds Banchero. Floats one, and Bridges with the block. To the inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Trailblazers. Banchero is screened for Suggs. In the corner, it's Bane. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Charlotte, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Pass to Bane. Bridges against Banchero. Shoots over Bridges. From 6 feet out, he nails it.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Now, here's Ball. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
4 of 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Bane. And it's White with the rebound. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Now Suggs pushing it up. No one to stop him. Good.
Tremendous effort from Suggs on the fast break. Tell you, it's not easy to keep up with him.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. White looking around. Tries from 7. And off the glass. That one's good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now, here's Wagner. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
And if Wagner can become a consistent threat from deep, watch out now, because then he'll be borderline unstoppable.
Defended by Carter. Here he goes. It's stolen by Banchero. The finish, and finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock club, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Here's ball. Pass to White. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Magic.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Carter with a screen on Bridges. Banchero inside. Defended by Bridges. Clock is at 3. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 1. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Drives to the hoop. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And here is Suggs. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Bridges passes the ball. Back to Bridges. Now here's White. Guarded by Bain. Outside, Ball. There's the three. Carter pulls it in.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Wagner kicks to Suggs. Drills the three-pointer. Suggs has got 5 points so far.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Charlotte is gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Back to Ball. Outside, White. There's the pick. Lays it up and banks it in. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Getting to his spots. He's making some good reads and really benefiting his team.
The Magic have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Suggs dishes to Banchero. Outside, Suggs. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Over in the corner, White. Outside, Ball. The three. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Charlotte trailing. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So for the Magic, Mo Wagner comes in for Bain. And Black's subbed in for Jalen Suggs. The Hornets also changing it up. James checked in for Brandon Miller. And it's Knipple in for Kobe White. Orlando on D. Outside, Ball. Ball sets a screen for Knipple. Bridges outside. Offensive rebound. No one near James as he lets it go. Off target with his three. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 17-6 run. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Coach told me, quote, "Our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball." He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Guys?
Allie, thank you so much. And here is Bridges. After Paolo Banchero made that last three-pointer. Orlando's front office, Clark, has made it clear they're turning the page on the rebuild, entering the win-now phase.
And the reason they're able to make that shift, Kevin, is because they drafted 2 franchise cornerstones. Banchero and Wagner developed quickly and have a lot of runway in front of them.
First free throw is good. Clark, the Hornets with a bunch of promising young players, hoping they can jumpstart this rebuild.
And if guys like LaMelo and Brandon Miller can stay healthy, Kevin, that's going to be key. It would not surprise me at all to see them make a big jump forward.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Wagner kicks to Wagner. Banchero outside. And there's Wagner on the assist from Banchero. Wagner's got 10 points in the game.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Kneppel. Bridges against Wagner. And here is Ball. 6 to shoot. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
You know, looking at Ball's numbers, LaMelo takes a bunch of threes, and that really helps his team spacing.
Pass to Banchero. The Hornets pull it in. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Banchero looking around. Here's Wagner. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets, trailing by 2. Bridges, no one around him. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Wagner passes to Banchero. Stolen by Kneppel. Pass to Bridges. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Well, there haven't been many misses at the line for this group of players. This is how the shooting guards around the league stack up when it comes to free throw shooting in the past 10 games. Kneppel on top. 4th, Kobe White.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
The Hornets shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Williams kicks to White. Tries it from the top of the key. That shot off. Orlando leading. Payne finds Black. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Payne with it. Williams picks him up. They get the rebound. Itaze. It's tipped. And they get it back. Snatched up. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night here. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
I'd like to see Black hunt his shots. He can shoot the basketball and do damage from mid-range when he's aggressive.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Stolen. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Magic lead by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Orlando.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
On the court for the Hornets, we've got Knipple. He's out there with Kobe White. Williams is out there with James. And it's Salon in at the power forward position.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
James, the pass to White. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Bataze. Here's Knipple. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Orlando leading by 5. Bataze, a screen on White. Pass to De Silva. Outside, Payne. Shot clock at 5. And it's Wagner missing.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
And that one drops.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Here's Black. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. To the paint. It's Bataze, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bataze's got his third basket of the night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Orlando. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Miller. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Pass to Salon. 6 on the shot clock. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. Good D by Miller. The Hornets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Outside, White. Back to Miller. It's good. This game is all even.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And it's the Magic with the ball. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Wagner outside. Pass to Bain. Wagner outside. Launches it. Knueppel with the rebound. Hornets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Clark, the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Connects from 3-point range. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 8. Miller sets a screen for Bridges. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. Intercepted. Knueppel with it. Now defended by Bain.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Orlando trailing here. Right side, Suggs. Pass to Bain. Wagner on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Wagner passes to Wagner. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
It's all coming together here for Wagner. A playmaker who can score at every level.
Suggs against White. Pass to Miller. Here's Knueppel. Offline with his 3. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Bridges with the steal. Here's Salon. Got a piece of it. Payne for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Here's the screen. Inside. Here's Salon. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Outside, Suggs. Bitadze, a screen on White. Here's Suggs. Bitadze, it's good on the putback. Bitadze's got 9 points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Magic making a change here. Banchero's checked in. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for the Hornets. Pass to Miller. Here's Bridges. Defended by Batadze. Here's White. Buries it from three-point range. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 8. Banchero a screen on Ball. Banchero right side. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scores. Con Knipple on top.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Yep, and this past month, guys, he's been really unstoppable, scoring at will, gaining more and more confidence as he does so. It would be hard to get him out of that zone at this point, playing with a lot of confidence.
And the Hornets making a change here. Salon's checked in. Bain, no good.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Batadze. Batadze's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bounce pass Suggs. Stolen by Ball. Miller outside. Outside Ball. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter-oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
Here's Salon. 4 on the clock. Got a hand on it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Hornets trail by 5. Ball with it. He's got 6. And he lobs it up towards the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Bain following the bucket by the Hornets. Wagner passes to Banchero. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Banchero's got 12.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Bridges against Banchero. Bridges kicks the ball. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. 8-point game. Here's Bridges. And that one hits back iron.
That's the plan defensively. Can't give him an inch of breathing room. Keep that space tight.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Hornets trail by 11. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Suggs against Ball. Suggs passes to Banchero. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Orlando. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And, of course, the Hornets. They just haven't had the type of record they've wanted. Charlotte shooting reasonably well, 45%. Miller outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Find the lanes.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Bridges against Banchero. Carter with a screen on Bridges to the middle. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Guys, back over to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now, here's Suggs. 26 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Wagner finds Banchero. Suggs in the corner. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 10. Here's White. Off target from outside. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Here's Suggs. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Charlotte shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Back to Ball. To the inside. Miller, no up.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
There's Miller with the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. And that does it for the first half of play. Orlando out in front. They lead by 12. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Jamal Mosley. Coach, how would you characterize the play from Paolo Banchero in the first half?
Willing to make the simple play, the simple pass, not trying to do too much, getting it out in transition. You got to continue to rebound the basketball so he can push up the break and make those quick, easy decisions in transition.
Easier said than done, I know. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Big Diesel, Kenny the Jet, Ernie Johnson here. But before we dive into the scintillating analysis of the first half, let's check out the power rankings.
Look here now at Charlotte. Not a lot of great news coming from them this season, but things are starting to look up, at least a little.
It honestly feels like they might be turning the corner, but each time we think of that, they take a step back. So we'll see.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Charlotte Hornets.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Franz Wagner in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Orlando leading by 12. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bain and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr.'s tough as they come.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so it's Charlotte with it, down by 15. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
Magic leading by 13. Outside, Suggs. A shot by Carter. Nobody around. His three-pointer's off the mark. Pass the ball. Miller with a wide open look. Off target with his three. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Magic. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Could be some real power behind his motion. Bain takes it straight to the rim.
Here's ball. Outside, White for three. Ball, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Payne for three. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Ball's got his fifth rebound in this one. Pass to White. Guarded by Bain. It's stolen by Banchero. Suggs passes to Wagner. Miller grabs the miss. Hornets trail by 15. Outside, Ball. Lets it go with a three. Carter pulls it in.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
And that one, good. Wagner's got 15 points.
Really like how Wagner has really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Here's White. He's got 12. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And they also rank right in the top 10 in terms of fast break points. They don't force a lot, but when they get an opportunity, boy, do they like to get out on the break.
And what their turnover ranking tells you is that they play mistake-free basketball. Being smart with the ball is at the top of their to-do list. Magic leading by 17. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Inside, and then Carter with the jam.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass the ball. Six to shoot. Takes the three. And Desmond Bane pulls it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Now, here's Suggs. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Second is Jalen Suggs.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Suggs showing you some major bounce right there. He went way upstairs on that one.
The Hornets have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Ball, the pass to White. To end the drought, it's stolen by Suggs. And here we go with the Magic fast break. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 4 assists in the game. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
5 to shoot. Miller, no luck.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution. A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft, his three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. The three from Banchero. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Miller with the ball. Picked up by Suggs, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Magic leading by 21. Now Banchero. 17 points in the game. Bane passes to Suggs. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Suggs has got 15 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Now here's White. 12 points for him. Back to ball. Launches a three. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Suggs. Clock at 6. Banchero kicks to Bane. Wagner from long range. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Shots good by Miller.
Huge night for Miller. We're seeing exactly why he went second overall. Brandon can take over a game.
Here's Suggs. He's got 15. To the paint, and stolen by Miller. Pass the ball. Now here's White. Just 4 to shoot. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Magic leading by 22. Suggs passes to Carter. Down low. Here's Banchero. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Banchero's got 19 points.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Bane. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The Magic shooting it quite well in this third quarter. 53%, and the offense is rolling. Here's Banchero. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Look, you can't forget the fact that Banchero averaged 20 as a rookie. We've seen him have lots of big scoring nights, and there's more to come for sure.
Ball from long range, and the 3 ball is good. Ball's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Black's checked in for the Magic. The Hornets also with a sub. Knippel's checked in. Magic leading by 23. Wagner left side. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Bridges with it. Picked up by Banchero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And talking to Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
That's good from Knippel. Both good from the line that time. Well, Orlando shooting an efficient 53% from the field. To the wing right side. Here's Black. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's White. He's got 12. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Bane. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Carter, that's good.
Carter Jr. moves well without the ball and positions himself nicely for catch and shoot chances.
Outside, White. Back to ball. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 8 points for him.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Bane. He's got 12. Banchero against Bridges. It's stolen by White. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, tough play from White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started.
The Hornets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And that one falls for White. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Banchero outside. Pass to Carter. Here's Black. Off target from three-point range. Stolen by Carter. Wagner. Another miss by Orlando.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Back to you, Kevin.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Here's Knippel. After the basket by Franz Wagner. 4 on the shot clock. James with it. And it's Carter picking him up. James misses. Orlando leading by 22. 29 seconds left in the third. Banchero is screened for Wagner. To the paint. And finished off by Banchero.
Banchero putting together some kind of performance here. He's the entire package.
Here's White. Pass to Salon. Williams, a screen on Wagner. And James throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Orlando out in front, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Mann. On the court for the Hornets, Knippel and Miller are your wingmen. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Salon in at the center position. And the Hornets with possession here. Here's Mann. Miller, that's for 2. Orlando grabs the miss. Vitate's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Wagner kicks to Suggs. To the right side. Here's Black. Sinks the triple.
I think that's a big confidence builder for Anthony Black. He knows he needs to keep knocking that shot down from deep to round out his offensive game.
Mann passes to Bridges. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Mann gets the bucket.
Man doing a nice job of creating offense that time with the midi.
Orlando leading by 21. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Wagner from long range. And it goes out of bounds. That's off Wagner. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against Chicago, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Shots good by Miller.
Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the left side wing. The shot. The Magic again can't hit. Hornets trail by 19. Out to the right wing. Knappel wide open and he fires. It's good from long range.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Back to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
How about Big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella.
For Charlotte, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Salong. Nice defense from Wagner.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Black. Offline with his three.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Back to Bridges. Then Bridges jams it in.
Ooh-wee. And that is why Bridges is considered a premier dunker.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in. Magic leading by 16. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Suggs, and the shot goes in.
Really good concentration to finish despite the tough defense that time. Jalen Suggs, really strong as a finisher.
For three, Bridges, and it's Suggs with the rebound. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And there it is for him.
A physical guard Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Hornets trail by 20. Pass to Miller. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Suggs handling his business so far in this one. Really putting the work in on the offensive end.
There's Miller with the three. Tries to keep it alive. And they'll get another chance. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Hornets. White comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's ball in for Trey Mann. And here is ball. Three-pointer. And the Hornets miss again.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Black. Pass to Suggs. The shot, no good. White with the defensive effort. Miller, the pass to Ball. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. White against Wagner. They could use a bucket. 5 on the clock, and it's Anthony Black with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Off target with the open look.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Paolo Banchero comes in for Wagner, and it's Bain in for Suggs. Now Black, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Here's White. That's tipped.
No question Anthony Black can be absolutely diabolical denying on defense.
And Banchero and the follow.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Wagner's checked in for Wagner. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Bridges. Outside, White. Pass to Kneppel. No good on the three. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for Orlando. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And a wide open look for Payne. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Kneppel. He's defended by Wagner. White dishes the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On target from 13 feet.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for Ball, but he takes a nice, smooth shot that time.
Now, here's Wagner. Not a lot of room. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle.
Take a break. Take a break.
You got to play without fouls.
2 shots.
That's good from Wagner. Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Suggs, he's checked in for Orlando. Well, when you watch Franz Wagner, Clark, what impresses you about the young forward?
His versatility and his motor are probably the two things that stand out. He does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. And then you factor in, he takes great pride in playing the game, particularly when playing for his country and representing Germany. In 2023, when Germany played at the World Championships, he and his brother Mo were part of the winning team.
Banchero, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Here's Ball. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 4th assist in this one.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Outside, Bain bangs home the trifecta. Bain's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Magic.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Ball, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Bain. Hands it from downtown. Bain's got 11 in the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
White with it, guarded by Bain. Shot from the top of the key, and it's White missing. Orlando's gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Bain. Banchero kicks to Bain. They grab their own miss. And White, no good on that one. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Bridges outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Getting Bridges something within the rhythm of the offense, I think that's good strategy, and I like it.
Here's Richardson. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Here's Bitadze, and Bitadze throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Miller outside. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Ball. He's looking for Bitadze and finds him. And here's Richardson, light covering, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And talk about putting pressure on your opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 left to be played against Charlotte.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Paolo Banchero.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
He misses the free throw. Howard's checked in for Orlando. Second free throw, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Put that bucket in no time at all.
Boy, you got to love how quick ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Black with it. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. White against Howard. Back to Black. 5 to shoot. The Magic again can't hit. Ball from long range. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's De Silva. Pass to Black. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.